Hello and welcome to episode 7 of Zero to Hero. Yes, welcome back to episode 7 of Zero to Hero. I'm Wes, and in today's episode we'll be playing our last two games of the season against Aldershot and Chester. Now, since you were last with us, we have been on, again, mixed form. Not been a good run, really, at all. I can't say it's really been mixed. We haven't won a single game since our last match. We've played 4 matches since you last saw us play against Dover, when we beat Dover 2-0 at home. We then followed that up with a 4-1 away loss to Boreham Wood. We then lost 1-0 to Fylde, we lost 2-0 to Leyton Orient, and lost our last game against Ebbsfleet at home 1-0. So not good. It sees us down into 17th in the Vanarama National League now. And as things stand, I don't know if we're going to be able to get the top half finish that the board were hoping for. We are we're 5 points behind Wrexham in 12th place, so we would need to win both games and hope that the teams between us and Wrexham all lose in order for us to finish in the top half. So hopefully the board will see that it's been a difficult season. I've only been in charge for around 6 months, and they'll give me another chance to be manager of Barrow next season and extend my contract, but we shall see. Hopefully we can win both our games today and finish strong, and it will give me a bit of a springboard for next season. So we're going to get straight into our starting 11 for today's first match. We've had a change in tactic because the players were saying that it was the tactic that was the reason why we were losing. So I've had a change in tactic and I've brought a few players back into the squad that haven't been really playing much since we took over. So we're going with a 4-1-2-3 with a defensive midfielder, and our starting 11 are as follows. We have Moore, who returns in goal because Roach has not been playing well. We've had Jones, Ordell, Diarra and Long at the back, Hall playing as the defensive midfielder, Sutton and Renamata in midfield, and then Nicholson and Fitzpatrick on the wings, with Yusuf up front on his own as the offensive forward, advanced forward. On the bench we have Roach, Barthram, Ferry, White and Niskins, playing on standard mentality, flexible team shape and no team instruction. We're matching up Aldershot's formation at the moment. This is going to be a bit of a long shot, us winning this game, because Aldershot are in 4th place. They don't stand any chance of dropping out of the playoffs, so hopefully they'll be. And they also don't stand any chance of winning the league. So hopefully this will mean that they'll already be playing in their flip-flops, just coasting through to the playoffs, and we might be able to pick up a win. This is only I think this is the second game we've used this formation. I think we used it against Ebbsfleet and it didn't turn out too well. We defended well most of the game, but then we just conceded 1 goal and then we couldn't get back from that. First highlight of the game was a free kick for Aldershot, and they headed just wide. No one really having a decent game. Nicholson's having a very difficult game on 6.4 at the moment. We've had 3 shots, none of them have been on target, and we don't have as much possession as Aldershot, but we are playing away and we are only playing on a standard mentality. We have finally had a shot on target. We're giving away a lot of fouls, and 2 of our players have picked up yellow cards in that first half, and we've gone in at half time at 0-0. I'm just going to keep it the same for now. I don't want to fiddle with things too much, because I think that's why we've been struggling, because I've been fiddling around with the formation and the team instructions and tactics too much. So we'll just stay as we are for now. Looks like we're defending at the moment, but Sutton wins the ball back, plays it forward to nobody really, and they're back at us. We need to defend this well, and it was just a long shot over the bar from Aldershot. We're not creating many chances, but at the same time we're not giving away too many, because they've had 10 shots but only 2 of them have been on target at the moment. And as things stand, we are still 0-0, 64 minutes in. We're going to be making some changes pretty soon. Sutton's just picked up a yellow card. We've just defended a corner, given away another corner. We need to try and get out of our own penalty area, really. I haven't seen a single highlight which has been in our favour. It's been all Aldershot, so I think we're going to make some changes now. 70 minutes in. Long's not having a very good game at all at right back, but Nicholson's having an even worse game at left wing. But we do not have another left winger. I believe Yusuf can play on the wing, can play left wing, so we'll switch Yusuf out to the left wing, but we'll have him playing as an inside forward on attack. He does prefer to play as a winger, but I want him to be cutting inside and having shots rather than just crossing in. And we'll bring Nicholson off and bring on Jordan White, who will be playing as the target man on support. Vanarama not having the best of games either. James Ferry, I believe, is our only midfielder that's on the bench. He's more defensive minded. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch Vanarama into a box-to-box midfielder, see if he can do a bit more in that role. I am going to bring Long off for Bathroom and have him play as the fullback on attack. I'm going to put us onto a control mentality. Actually, no, I'm going to put us on a counter mentality just to absorb a bit more of that pressure. I'm going to put our tempo up to much higher though, because we need to be proper hitting them on the break when we get the chance and proper going for it, because the quicker we counter attack, the less likely they are to get players back. So we finally got a highlight in their half. Vanarama's shot, and it was wide. It's the first shot we've had in a highlight, and it's since we've changed the tactics. I'm not going to take full credit for it, but you know, we hadn't even created a chance. We've defended really well. I'm going to make one last change, and I am going to bring off Vanarama for Ferry, have him play as the box-to-box midfielder. 4 players with yellow cards. We're a red card waiting to happen at the moment. We're going to go on to attack him, and I'm going to pump ball into the box and look for the overlap, and hopefully we'll be able to grab a goal in the last 5 minutes or so. Bathroom wins the ball back, plays it up to White but can't find him, and now Aldershot are coming back at us and we've just conceded. But those changes haven't happened yet, so I'm not going to take the blame for that one. That was before the tactical changes. I am going to continue those changes after the goal, because we just need to attack and hopefully grab an equaliser. Yusuf with the ball to White, up to Ferry, Ferry into Yusuf. Yusuf forces a save out of the Aldershot keeper and wins us a corner. Sutton with the ball in. Yusuf has... Have we just won a penalty? Or was that... Oh, they've given a free kick away against us. We're into stoppage time, and it doesn't look like we're going to have another highlight. I think that's going to be it, and that's going to be us losing 1-0. Yeah, that's the final whistle. Bit of a boring game, really. Unfortunate. We did defend well. It was just that one lapse in concentration that gave away the goal, but we didn't create any chances. 1-0 against a team in 4th place in the league isn't overly disastrous. Okay, so we're ready for our last game of the season at home to Chester. That last loss to Aldershot saw us drop to 20th in the league, and the board requested a meeting regarding my future, and they've set me a points target of 9 points from the next 5 games. So that means I need 3 wins in 5 games, and the form we're in, we're not going to get it. Hopefully we can pick up a win and go some ways to getting that target. I did manage to get them to drop it. They initially wanted 11 points from 5 games, and that was never going to happen. So I managed to get them to drop it to 9. And I've changed the formation yet again, gone with something a bit more defensive, but also with a bit more of an attacking threat as well, because Yusuf didn't have a very good game last time out because he was playing up front on his own. So we've brought Harrison back into the team. He's not completely fit, He's only just returned from injury, but we don't have that many strikers available to us. So he will be playing today in the target man role on support. So we've gone with a 5-2-1-2 formation. We've gone with Moore in goal, Ordell, Niskins, Diarra at the back, with Jones and Barthram as the wing backs. And then we've gone with Ferry and Sutton, both as ball-winning midfielders. In fact, they don't want both to be ball-winning midfielders. Ferry can play as a Mazzala on support. Then we've got Rinamata in behind, Harrison and Yusuf up front. On the bench we have Holt, Long, Nicholson, White and Hall. Playing on a control mentality, flexible team shape with no team instructions. Chester do sit in 19th place just above us. We are favourites for this match, purely because I think we're at home. So hopefully we'll be able to pick up a win today. If not, we'll be looking for a new job in the summer. I don't really want to be staying at Barrow if I've got a points target like that to hit, which means I've got to win 2 of my first 4 games of the next season. It's a bit of an ask, really, because first few games of the season you can't really tell which way they're going to go, because everybody's finding form and finding fitness, and I'm not sure how many decent players we're going to be able to bring in over the summer because of the financial situation. But Ferry with the ball up to Harrison. Barthram played at Yusuf, but he couldn't find him. Ferry back to Sutton, and Harrison's just won us a penalty. And I think he's going to be taking it himself. Hopefully he can put us 1-0 up. He can, and that's 1-0, 12 minutes in. That's his 11th goal of the season. That, I think, pushes us up to 18th. That's a good start. We dropped him because he wasn't scoring goals, despite the fact that at the time he was one of our top goal scorers this season. Yusuf overtook him because he was playing out of his skin, and Harrison just wasn't scoring, so we dropped him. We haven't played well since we dropped him, so why not bring him back in? Last game of the season, so him carrying an injury won't be an issue. We've got Holt on the bench who can come on if he does need to come off. We're defending again here, and that was just wide from Chester. But we've got another highlight here. Rinamata with the free kick, Niskins heads over. I think we've won a corner. We have another chance, but Ferry can't get it past the first man, but he crosses it into Harrison. Harrison to Rinamata, back to Ferry to Harrison, and he shoots just high and wide. We're having a lot more attacking threat in this game. We've had 6 shots and 3 of them been on target. One of them's been a goal, albeit it was a penalty, fair enough, but we still had to score it. It looks like we're going in at half time 1-0 up, so hopefully we can build on that in the second half. Pretty much just want more of the same, really. Maybe this could work out as a formation for us on a regular basis if we're going to play like this, because having the 3 centre backs means that we're going to be more secure at the back. The wing backs will be able to push on more and provide the crosses, and then we've got an attacking midfielder feeding both the strikers, so it should be a decent formation, and it works well to our strengths, really. Yusuf into Barthram at the back post, and that's 2-0. Fantastic finish from him. Absolutely blasted it. All came from Jones's throw-in to Yusuf, who crossed it into the back post, and Barthram just tucked it away nicely from a tight angle. And we're 2-0 up, and that's really good from us in the start of the second half. 71 minutes in, we're going to make a few changes because I think Harrison needs to come off because he can't last the entire game. We're going to bring on Holt to play the last game of the season. Could possibly be his last game for us as well. Dan Jones having an awful game at left back, but we do not have another left back, so I'm going to bring Sam Long on for him. Can Barthram play at the left back role? He's not just as good as Long is. Long can't play either wing back, so we'll leave them as they are. I can't really play Nicholson at wing back. He doesn't have much in the way of defensive prowess. I am going to bring Hall on for Ferry. Ferry not having a good game. We'll leave it on control for now because we don't even look like conceding at the moment. But now I've said that, we'll probably concede 4 goals in the last 10 minutes. So let's have a look, see how it goes. If we do start to look like we're going to concede, then I will drop it back onto counter. But with 10 minutes to go, We've got another highlight, Bathurst to Sutton, to Rinamata, back to Bathurst to Sutton. Sutton loses out and it looks like they're going to break on us now. Archer with the ball for them and he's hit the post. We got away with that one there. Sutton lost the ball stupidly in the middle of the field and just, we couldn't recover. We were lucky that it hit the post. Moore was beaten. Although we're on control, we've not had a lot of possession. We're on 48% possession and we're playing at home. And it looks like they're going to come back at us again. Archer had a shot, but it was straight at Moore. We're into stoppage time. I think that's going to be it. Their last breakaway, but Bathurst scoops up the loose ball, played it up to Yusuf, and he played it to Holt, who was offside. And that was it. That's it. We won 2-0. So 3 points down, 6 to go, 4 games left to hit those targets that the board have given me. But that's a great start, and I think we've found a formation that works for us now. Finally, because since we changed from the 4-3-1-2, we've not really been at our best. We weren't at our best with the 4-3-1-2 either. So it's nice that we've been able to find this formation right at the end of the season. It's a shame we didn't find it when we first started, but you know, I will just use the formations that I know. When I'm coming to a new club, I haven't got any idea what formations they play. But that's it. We finished 16th. We were, in the end, 6 points away from being in the top half. So a couple of wins where we lost would have seen us finish in the top half. It's a shame, really. But I am going to be looking for a new job over the summer. If one arises, even if it is in the same league, I'm not bothered about taking a step up at this stage. I just don't want to be sacked. Because having a sacking on your resume, or CV, for those of you that are, we are in England, as not America. Having a CV on your CV, having a CV? I can't speak today. I don't know what's wrong with me. Right, I'll take my teeth out, start again. Yeah, I just don't want to be sacked, because having a sacking on your CV really isn't the best thing when you're trying to do a journeyman save like this, because it does make it very hard to get jobs, even in the same league that you're in. So we'll hopefully try and find a new job over the summer. If not, we will be starting with Barrow next season. Have we got budgets yet? That's another thing. I want to see what sort of budgets we're looking at for next season, because that is really going to determine whether or not I'm going to be staying here long term. See if we got budgets. Still no budgets yet. Did we get them when we was told we had avoided relegation? Maybe they're not giving them to me because they're not sure if they're going to keep me. We'll come back to you when we've got some budgets. Okay, so we've gone through to the 9th of May and still no budgets. But I have solved the mystery as to why we played so well in the formation we had right at the end of the season. Turns out that's the way that they were playing before I took charge, and that's how they got to be in 11th place in the Vanarama National League. So if we're still going to be at Barrow next season, that's the formation we're going to be playing. But as things stand, I am currently looking for another job as manager. There are a few teams that have been sacking their managers. As things stand, I have applied for the Mansfield job, the Hartlepool job, and these jobs in these foreign leagues. I haven't applied for the Solihull or the Bromley job because they've been relegated into the Vanarama National Leagues below the North and South. Don't know where they're going to end up as yet. So if I haven't found another job by the end of the summer, I may consider applying for those jobs if they haven't gone, because I don't think staying at Barrow is going to be an option, because we still haven't had budgets, so I don't know what sort of summer we're going to have, where we're going to be able to bring players in or not. I know we've got a few players that are at the end of their contracts this season, so hopefully that'll free up some wage budget. But we'll leave it there for this episode. So if you like that, please give it a big thumbs up. Please subscribe for more Football Manager 18 videos, and thank you very much for watching.